Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. So, the time has come. I just need to speak on this situation at this point. And that is the situation of Chrisean Rock and Blueface. Now, I am going to be having this conversation from the perspective of an OG, okay? Now, let me first start out by saying that my worst nightmare, if I was a parent that have a daughter, is for my daughter to get caught up in a situation like Chrisean is. In my Patreon, I talk to the ladies a lot about not selecting a mate when you are in a state of survival mode. Okay, because what happens is if you are starving and you meet someone that has a breadcrumb, you look at that as the world's best nourishment, and no one can tell you otherwise. I have consultations with men that have daughters, and they ask, like, what do I do? My daughter met this guy and she's head over heels. And my answer all the time is absolutely nothing. There is nothing that you can do. If I've said it once, I've said it twice. Nobody is more in love than a young girl that's not married. Okay. A young single girl is the most in love person you will ever meet. You cannot tell them nothing. Unfortunately, they have to fall on their behind. They have to learn the hard way. And all you can do is hope that they get out of it unscathed without a baby. And so for the longest, the whole Chrisean and Blueface thing, I was like, okay, well, that's them. Maybe they're doing this for views. Maybe she's going through a phase, but now she's coming forward saying that she with child, and I'll give my thoughts on that in a second. Now, first, I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on this alpha juice. All right. For those of you who've been under a rock, I've been juicing. I absolutely love it. It has completely changed my life. 10 stars, highly recommend. I enjoy using my juices for hydration, for energy. We are at the beginning of the year. Summer bodies are built in the winter. It's cold outside. This is time. The time is now. You're trying to be fine this summer, honey. Go ahead and get you a detox kit from Alpha Juice. Get all that bad stuff out your body so you can have a fresh start and meet your fitness goals. We're going to save you a few bucks, okay? If you get a detox kit worth $100 or more, you can use my code SIXGOD10 to get $10 off your order. And if you get a detox kit worth $225 or more, you can use my code SIXGOD25 to get you $25 off your order. And as always, you can use my code just SIXGOD for $5 off any order with Alpha Juice. Alpha Juice is Black owned by a dope young married couple, supporting Black business, supporting Black love. Take my money. Where do I sign up? Okay. And so tell them Six sent you. This is Georgia Peach, one of my favorite. Oh, I'm lying. This is Naughty by Nature. It tastes peachy like Georgia Peach. This whole time I thought I was drinking Georgia Peach. Alpha Juice just be surprising me. Naughty by Nature. Oh, Alpha Juice. You dog you. You dog you. So I'm going to, here go the glasses, honey. Time to get down to business. I'm going to show you all a little bit of this clip. I don't know who this YouTuber is, who this is, but hey, I just want to give y'all a little visual on this situation that is going on with Blueface and Chrisean. So let's look at this, and
which she can be seen wearing a pink Velour jogging suit with a crop top and going eagerly through a doctor's office on her way to her first appointment. The influencer sits in a chair and inquires of the nurse as to whether or not she can listen to the baby's heartbeat. The nurse didn't pick up the phone, but she promised to return in a few minutes. Chrisean, his eyes welling up with tears, tells the camera, "My emotions are crazy. They just took my..."
First of all, this is why, these folk be trying so hard to comment on Black folks' news, talking about Chrisean. Ma'am, it's Chrisean. Okay. Even if you didn't know her name was pronounced Chrisean, if you understand the English language, you would know that there is no way that this could be pronounced Chrisean just by the way that it's spelled. So, and nor the fact that you're going to be saying Chrisean. These folks want to be down so bad.
My blood pressure right now. And the reason I'm so overwhelmed is because I'm deciding to keep it. Obviously, I'm going to have a family and we're going to have the big baby shower. So pray for me. The internet celebrity remarked,
Now, real quick, I want you all to just, this is not really related to the subject, okay? But you know, your big sister has spoke before about how we need to stop with this whole big baby shower. We need to stop with this whole congratulating women when they are with child and unmarried. When I said this, the women threw a fit, which further confirmed that this will be the right thing to do, okay? Because, you know, if women want congratulations, they need to get married. Okay. We're not giving you no congratulations when you're single about to bring another broken home into fruition. All right. You see how she say the first thing that she's mentioning is about how she want the baby shower. We would actually make a lot of progress if we would stop bringing people gifts at their unwed baby showers. Okay. The baby showers replace weddings. And because that's what these girls want. They want the attention and the glamour and the gifts of a baby shower. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what it is. Women inherently need, you know, adoration, and the baby shower is, that's what they're chasing. They're chasing the adoration and the attention of it. We need to stop that. Okay. Don't invite me if you're not married. Don't invite me to your baby shower. I'm not coming. I'm not bringing you no gift. And I'm going to be completely silent. Look at you like you've lost your mind.
One either twins or triplets, and then added, cause that's how many I killed. This seems to be quite
okay. So apparently, she has had many, you know, many aborts. I just want you ladies to understand, when you get an abort, it's going to permanently ruin you psychologically. If you have any kind of, let me rephrase that, because some of y'all don't got so many aborts that it has sucked the soul out of you. Okay. Some of y'all don't got so many aborts, you ain't losing a wink of sleep over it because you don't even have a conscience anymore. Them folks don't suck your conscience, your morals, and your soul out your body. So I ain't gonna say all of you, but any woman with any womanhood or humanity left in her spirit, that's gonna haunt you the rest of your life. It's gonna cause you depression and psychosis forever. It's not worth it. Please just practice contraception. You know, because she's speaking on how she hope is 3 to make up for the 3 that she got rid of. And, you know, that's disturbing to hear.
a reference to her multiple abortions. Not surprisingly, Blueface's initial reaction to the news was one of denial and accusation.
Of course it is. You know, again, back in my day, you know, we didn't have this. We didn't have OGs on YouTube and women that tell us the tea and the deal. All we could depend on was women in real life, and Black women don't never admit when they messed up. Okay, so we didn't know, but y'all know. There is enough information going on that y'all have access to. How many times are we going to see the same story over and over again? The man loved you so much, then you get pregnant. Now all of a sudden it's not his, and you were sleeping with the whole world. Like, come on, you know, of course he did. Are we shocked? No, especially this man doesn't even like Black women. And we'll talk about that in a second.
Rather than joy. Before she made her big announcement, the Holy Moly rapper tweeted, "To answer y'all questions, yes, me and Rock are officially done. It's strictly business. I tried it and clearly it
now all of a sudden when she's with child, they done.
Wasn't giving before she announces she's pregnant with somebody else's child, not mine." The disrespectful artist stated that Chrisean had slept with 10 different guys and that he will not accept paternity until he hears the results of a DNA test. Chrisean responded to that with, "Promise you, I don't need a cent from you. Then when we do a DNA test and it's yours, just know I'll tell my children you died so you wouldn't have an excuse to be in the child life. This my baby and dad's dad." Blueface then went,
"I'll tell my children you're deceased." The links that y'all will go to avoid the commitment and responsibility of marriage and an actual family before you bring children into the world is mind-blowing. Y'all would rather go through this, and y'all would rather tell your children that their father is deceased than to marry their father.
Went on to share a video of his 26th birthday celebrations on Instagram stories, even as Chrisean wrote "Happy birthday, baby daddy" on Twitter. The former couple has a history of extreme violence. Chrisean allegedly gave the Bleed It rapper 2 black eyes.
All right, anyway, we're just going to go ahead and stop there. Now, I'm going to show you all this. I spoke on this before, that a lot of times, you know, Black women will see a man with non-Black women and she'll say things like, "But your mom's Black." And I'm like, sweetie, that exactly. Okay, exactly. There are a lot of men that don't want Black women because his mama wasn't shit, period. And yes, he wants a woman that does not remind him of his mama at all. I hate when people say that, like, your mom's black, sweetie. That might be the whole problem. The whole problem might be that he does not want to give his love and his trust to a woman that's black because it reminds him of his ain't shit mama. So we got to stop with that whole his mom is black. We've all seen Blueface's mama, old ass, always trying to be in the mix, always trying to be seen. So I totally understand why when it was time for him to have his children and build his own, family, even though he ain't married her either, of why, you keep saying his mama black. He don't want a woman that remind him of his mama. He don't want that, okay? Because a lot of mamas, you emasculate your sons, take from them, you in drama with them, you doing all that, and then y'all be so mad and confused of why he go for a woman that is as far away as possible of you. This is the mother of his children, the children that he currently has right now, okay? And she fell off big time. She looked somewhat stomachable back then. He been with this girl since high school, okay? Him and this girl have a very extensive history together. My personal belief is that that's the woman that he really loves. That's the only woman that has his children. And I think that they have an agreement that he's able to be out here on these internet streets perusing around with Chrisean acting a fool because the money at the end of the day go back to her. She always, with child support, going to be able to have access to 30% of his income. So I think that they have an agreement that you're the one I love. You have my children, and she white. They have a different level of savagery. So I think that she don't give a damn about what he doing with this girl because she like, hey, at the end of the day, that's going to have you make money, going to bring it back to me because we ain't heard a hit from Blueface, and God only knows when. I think that when I heard Chrisean speaking on when she got with Blueface, it's the same story every time. Y'all have got to stop getting with somebody when you're broken. When you are broken and you are looking for love, the first person that comes along that has any kind of hammer and nail to nail you back together, you're going to look at that person as your savior. You're going to have almost a God complex with that person. Like, can we normalize being healthy, healed, and whole before we try to combine our life with somebody else? All it do is create toxic, codependent cycles. So when she met Blueface, she was down and out in survival mode. That's why I never recommend doing that. In survival mode, now she look at him as her saving grace. When the gang is, it seemed like Chrisean is the real money maker in this situation. How is Blueface? Blueface make his money off of his exploiting her. And I don't even want to say exploiting her because she grown. And I honestly think that girl is way more smart than we all think. Whenever I have men come to me about their daughters, like, oh, my daughter, she met this guy, she head over heels. He ain't no good. What do I do? There ain't nothing you can do. Nobody is more in love than a young unmarried girl. And once a girl look at a man like that, like he's her savior and her God, there ain't nothing you could do about it. All you can do is let her have it. Hope she learned the hard way. And, I am going to be the one to say, I don't believe this girl is really pregnant. I don't. Okay. I know how women are when there's a mother, a man has a mother, his child, and she feels as though that's who he really loves. If she feel that man slipping away, she'll lie about being pregnant, try to get pregnant. I think that maybe she senses that Blueface is over her antics, and now she all of a sudden popping out when she's pregnant. I'm sure that in a few weeks, we'll get a sob story about how she had a miscarriage. That's the number one lie that you hoes be making. You hoes be getting pregnant, announcing it prematurely, then you be regretting it. Then we got to hear this lie about your miscarriage. Girl, please. So we'll probably hear about a miscarriage at some point. I think that she's just doing that, trying to get under his skin. I think she's trying to get under his mama's skin. I think she's desperately trying to get him to come back. Even though, sweetie, how many times do we learn having a baby with a man do not get him back, do not make him stay? So I don't know why she's making this whole story up. At the end of the day, I'm not between her legs. I don't know what she's really doing, but I don't buy it for a second. Now, all of a sudden, when he tired of you because you out here acting a fool, beating everybody up at interview, I saw she got kicked out of No Jumper. This young girl is lost. It's sad. I know she come from a traumatic background. I think she's a product of her environment. I think that she don't know what she don't know. Apparently her mom toxic, her dad toxic. She watched her mom and her dad be toxic with each other. That's normal to her. I'm hoping that she'll grow up and realize this is terrible and she'll break this dysfunction and do better. I don't think anybody is doesn't deserve the right for redemption and growth and to do better. And I'm hoping that she do. I'm hoping that she's not really pregnant and she is making it up, which is what my instincts say. My instincts say she's making this up. Why would you have a baby with this man? He don't want to be with you. You're going to be a single mom. You're going to struggle. Just don't do it. Then, you know, people so slow. I saw so many of these dumb females in the comments talking about maybe this baby will change her. Maybe this baby will make her responsible and make her grow up. Can I just go ahead and say, can we please stop using human children as emotional support animals? Okay. Can we stop thinking that a child is going to help you or make things better? Your child's responsibility is to be a child. Their responsibility is not to heal you and make you better. And like, this girl is mentally unstable and psycho, and y'all over here talking about maybe the baby will help her. Lord have mercy. Like, we, you know, let's just pray. Let's hope it's not true. I ain't got nothing else to say about this girl. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And other news, ladies, do you like my makeup? I did it live in my Patreon. If you like my makeup and my hair and you want the tea on how I did this look, join the Patreon. It's a group of women who are doing way better than this. It's women that want solutions, want to do well, okay, want to grow, want to be healthy. So you need to come join the Patreon. Come over here with us so you can avoid being like Chrisean, honey. We would clutch our pearls at behavior like this. This is also what attachment to a man looks like. You cannot become attached to what you do not control. Men have control over us. We have zero control over them. Men have to be attached to us. They have to be willing to risk their life for us, give their money to us. A woman does not need to be attached to a man. A woman needs to be a companion to a man as long as he wants her to be. But it's the worst ever when a man pretty much looking at you and saying, you know, I do not want to be here. You cannot make him be here. And she practice attachment. Well, I tell you, I don't do that. Maybe get attached when you get married. And even then, when that man tell you he done with you, either directly or indirectly, move on, ma'am. Okay. I think a lot of women want to think like a woman, but want men to think like a woman. It don't work like that. You know, you can't make a man do nothing. Whatever you want to do, we want to do. This was like attachment to me. She's trying to force it. Girl, stop trying to make fetch happen. Do better. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.